I know usually Fridays I've been starting in standing, but today I just felt like starting in sitting. So that's where we're going. All right. We'll start with that bit of mindful movement. So as you breathe in, let's actively draw the shoulders up and squeeze. And as you breathe out, we're going to let it go. If you'd like a few more, you always are welcome to continue. If you're ready to settle in, just let those shoulders drop away. Ears are rising. Eyes are open or closed in a steady gaze, whatever helps you to tune in and tune out to those distractions around you. Let's continue that embodiment practice, noticing the ground underneath you, what's supporting you, and where do you feel the connections of your body to that support? Might it be your feet or your seat? From that grounded support, can we rise up from that space? Each part of your spine just growing towards the sky, top of your head rising, chin resting in gently. Continuing to check in with our other senses. Can you pick up on the sounds of the room? Maybe sounds from outside. Maybe the sound of your own breath or the absence of the sound of your breath. Start to pick up on our sense of air flowing in and out the tips of the nostrils. You notice the temperature on the way to the back of the throat is a little different than the temperature on the way out to your upper lip. Find a breath rhythm that's going to go with a mantra. So on your next breath in, you say silently to yourself the word so. And on your next breath out, hum. I find it works better if you're just doing it silently rather than out loud. So inhale, so. Exhale, hum. I'm going to do 3 more cycles. You just go with the practice, I'll keep the count. Next time you exhale with that hum, just let go of the practice, returning to whatever feels comfortable, and just notice how that makes you feel. And if it perhaps gives you a sense of calm, maybe you can use that anytime you need it. All right, let's pause to create that intention for your day. So whether your hands are in your lap or you like them palms together, pause. How are you going to show up today towards yourself, towards each other, or towards the planet? Or something that includes all 3. If the palms are not already together, let's meet there. So pressing the palms gently together, spread those fingers out as wide as they can go. Send the elbows out, and with that connection, you'll feel the spine lift a little bit. The chest maybe lifts. Full breath here, just enough effort. Okay. And then we're going to send the fingertips forward. Keep that little bit of pressure. You're going to push the palms outward, pushing away the muck. Palms are going to lift upward as we reach to the sky. Bring them back together and we'll meet back in the center. So 2 more times through that same motion. Flip the palms out, push away the muck. Lift up the goodness and bring it back to your heart. Last one on your own rhythm. Okay, we're going to head the opposite direction. A little bit of pressure as we rise up. So you're going to push the muck down till the arms are parallel and then bring it together and back to your heart. 2 more. So you're pushing the muck down, but you're not going to bring it with you. You're going to bring the goodness with you back to your heart. Last one. Okay, we'll end here in the center, pushing the palms gently together, elbows out, spine is rising, heart is lifting. All right, let go of that effort. We'll draw the palms together. If it feels okay, draw your forearms together. If that bothers your shoulders or any other parts of you, just keep it open. We're gonna just do that figure 8, just a little bit more narrow. So your forearms are kind of sliding on each other as your wrists are rotating. Okay, we'll come back to the center of that figure 8 and head the other direction. The direction seems a little bit less here, doesn't it? Meaning it's hard to determine which way we're going. That's what I'm feeling anyway. All right, let's come back to center. We're gonna flip the palms outward. So push them out. With that, let your shoulder blades spread. Maybe your head drops. Keep that palm flipped direction, rise up, inhale. Good. Exhale, flatten it back down, and you're gonna draw those hands to your belly on your next inhale, we lift up. Good, so 2 more of those. Press out, let the shoulder blades spread, drop your head. Keep that flip as we inhale. Flip them back down, exhale. Hands to belly, inhale. Good, last one. I'll be silent. We'll finish, inhale to the belly. All right, we'll come back to center. Roll those shoulders out if they need it. We're gonna head through our neck motion. So let's just start here in the center. That's your in-breath. On your out-breath, you're gonna take your right ear to your right shoulder. Keep your left shoulder out of the way. On your next inhale, we're back to center. And your next exhale, off to the left. Okay, so 1 more to each. We'll be back in the center. This time you're going to turn as you exhale to the right. So turn your gaze to the right or your head to the right. Inhale, we move back in the center. Exhale, left. Try to keep the opposite shoulder away from that turn. 1 more to each. We'll be back in the center. 1 more neck motion here, this time to the diagonal. So as you exhale, you're looking down towards your right hip. Keep your left shoulder back. We'll meet back in the middle. Inhale, exhale, off to the left. Keep your right shoulder back. Meet back in the middle. We got 1 more to each. Back in the middle. All right, let's see. We got just a few more motions here. Let's take the right hand to down to the floor towards your right. You can always set a block there to get you higher if you want. And send your left arm up and over. Take your gaze down to the right. Just let your head hang. You're gonna set your left sit bone down to the ground. Push the floor away from you with your right hand. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, and then exhale. We're going to push the floor away from you. You're going to send that left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Reach your right arm up and over. Gaze down to the left this time. 2 breaths. Next exhale, we're going to rise up. We're going to head right into that rotation. Right hand comes to the outside of your right hip or thigh. Both shoulders out of your ears. Don't overdo the twist here. And we'll meet back in the center. Oh, all right, always feels so good, I think. My opinion. All right, send your left hand down to the floor outside of your left hip. We'll reach the right arm up and over. Gaze down to the left. Let your head hang. 2 breaths. Last breath in, reaching, send your right sit bone down. Exhale, we're going to come back up. Take the right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. Gaze down to the right. 2 breaths. And inhale, reach in opposite directions. Exhale, we're going to come back up. Take that left hand to the outside of your left hip. And now we're in that gentle rotation to the left. Send your right shoulder back. In breath, and then out breath, we meet back in the center. All right, we did it. All those little spinal motions to warm us up. Let's head on to hands and knees, so tabletop. All right. If you are there, and when you get there, if you're ready, let's see, let's start in our hip swivels. So spread those fingers wide and let's stay tall and small just for a moment here. This becomes a little bit more of a pelvic motion when you stay tall and small. And then we'll start to head a little bit wider, only if that feels okay. You can always stay tall and small. And you can start to head a little bit wider if you'd like, matching your breath to your movement. Okay, and let's start to rein it in. We'll come back a little bit taller, a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller until we come back to stillness. We'll pause and head the other direction. We'll start tall and small. Sorry, immediately I wanted to go big and broad. We'll start tall and small. And then if you'd like, you can start to spread out a little bit, taking it a little wider, expanding your reach. All right, and then we'll start to rein it in a little bit smaller and a little bit taller, a little bit smaller and smaller until we come back to stillness. All right, let's spread those fingers wide. Like our little donkey kick. Let's bring the donkey kick back. We're going to take your right leg up into that donkey kick position. So foot is flexed. Push the floor away from you. You're going to do little pulses. So lift up, down. And you're not going all the way down. Belly skin drawn in, so we're not caving into the low back, but that you're strong there. Halfway there, you can always stop whenever you want. 3 more. 2, 1. Let's hold it up there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start to roll that hip a little bit out, so making those circles, maybe 3 times one direction, 3 times the next. And then you're going to just shake, shake, shake that leg out until it's back into that half plank. And instead of doing our shifts, we're just going to head right back into that. So you're going to press through the heel, push the floor away from you. And I'll give you the choice. If you want to let your head hang a little bit, you need a little extra neck relaxation or stretch, you can do that, or you can keep it lifted. 1 more breath. All right, let's come back through center. You can give those wrists a little shake out. You can always bump the end of your mat up too. Of course, you're probably on carpet, so. All right, let's head to the other side. So spread those fingers, press the floor away from you. We're gonna send the left leg back into that donkey kick position. Flex the foot. You're gonna draw the belly skin in so we don't sag in the middle, but that you're strong there. You're gonna exhale, little pumps up. Going to 10. This is halfway. Two more. Last one, we're gonna hold it up there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to make circles with that hip, maybe 3 in each direction. And 3 the other. All right, and then we'll shake that leg out until we come right back into that calf stretch. Press the floor away from you, and then you have the option to hold the head up or let it drop down. One more breath. All right, we'll be back in the center. You can shake the wrists out, but we're heading into puppy dog pose or child's if you know that's accessible for you. Great. Full breaths in, let your belly spill towards the floor. Exhale, mouth open, relax your jaw. All right, and we'll slowly start to rise up. Okay. I'm going to invite you to place a block between your legs if you've got it. If you don't worry about it. Certainly do this without. So it's between thighs. All right, so we're into that tall kneeling position. We're going to do that flow of poses where we go from extended to floor to down dog with the block there. All right, here we go. Palms facing forward. We're going to lift to the sky, in breath. Expand your heart space. Exhale, ground it down. Find hands to floor. Inhale into cow pose. That's a little arching of the back, lifting of the head. Tuck those toes, spread the, press the floor away from you, and send your hips up high and back to downward dog. You can wag your tail side to side if you like. It's a little harder to bend one knee and then the other, but you could do it with the block there. So just have some free form movement. This doesn't have to be perfect. None of it does really. All right, one more breath, come to stillness in the center. And then exhale, we're gonna drop those knees. Maybe send yourself back into puppy dog. Full breath. Exhale. Good. Each time we come there, we're getting a little stretch of the arms. We're gonna rise slowly back up. Just let your head be the last thing to join you. Let's head through that again. Palms facing forward. We're gonna rise up, lift the sky. Exhale, ground down, spread those fingers. Inhale to cow pose. Good, tuck those toes. Exhale, lift hips up and back, downward facing dog. So you're squeezing the block a little bit as you're breathing out. Okay. Let's take three times through here. Press through your right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And switch. 2 more. You always have the option to come down whenever you want. All right, let's meet back in the center. One more breath. And then lower down. Find that puppy dog pose. You'll see I'm flipping my palms either facing each other or up if that's available to you. You could try that. Don't strain your shoulders though. All right, we're just gonna slowly walk ourselves back up. Whew. All right, you can do any of those versions or forgo it all together. We're gonna come into our, that same flow, down dog to plank shifts. Here we go. Rising up, greet the sky, lift the heart, ground it down. Inhale, cow pose. So let's step back to plank pose before we hit down dog. So you're gonna squeeze that block, send the legs back, push the floor away from you so that back is flat, not sagging down. It's a different pose. All right, little squeeze to the block. If you're ready, shift up and back to downward dog, up onto those toes, and then back to the heels. You're there for a pause, then up onto the toes. We call it catapulting. Catapulting yourself forward to plank pose. Then up onto the toes again, back to downward dog. Let's try for 2 or 3 more. You're welcome to go more, you're welcome to go less. If you want more challenge, hang out in plank a little longer. Good, stay with me. Maybe one more if you got it in you. Let's hold in plank if you've got that in you. If you're not, go to your knees and you can still hold that. For 3, 2, 1. Back to down dog last time. Should be a rest here. And then we'll come down. Actually take the block out and find your favorite version of child's or puppy dog or kneeling. Full breath in. Exhale, mouth open. All right, let's slowly, slowly, slowly make your way back up. Let's just take the hands back behind for a reverse stretch for a breath. Oh, all that forward work. All right, we're gonna get off our knees and our hands. Yay, up into standing. Let's grab your strap. It's gonna be a strap day, so I hope you got one with you. Again, those bands work well, or dog leashes. If any of you have dogs, actually. I don't think any of you do. All right. Let's meet up here, feet a bit wide. Take your strap, you know where we're going. 3-way strap stretch. Just demo that from the side. Not a lot of movement in the spine happening. Allow it to feel nourishing and not straining. We're going to go for one more. You're welcome to cease whenever you want. All right, and we'll come back. We'll take that strap to the very highest level you can. Inhale and then exhale off to one side. Gaze down to that direction. Your inhale takes you back. Your exhale off to the other side. One more to each. Okay, we'll meet back at the top. Great, take those hands back behind you, strap back behind, fingertips facing the back wall, legs out wide, about the width of your mat. Of course, leg lengths are always different. Pull out that strap, bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, keep that back flat as we send ourselves forward. Hands can always rest on your backside if that feels more comfortable, and then just draw your shoulder blades together, or you could lift the hands up towards your head, towards the sky. Another breath if you'd like. We'll bring the hands closer to the backside, pull on that strap, and then exhale, rising up slowly. All right, we can go take a nap right now. Just kidding, we got more to do, right? We're gonna keep that strap, and let's see, let's take it in front of you with your feet about hip width apart. We're gonna do that very active mountain pose. So fingertips are facing down, palms facing forward. You're gonna spread your toes out, pinkies down, big toes, heel. All right. Pull on that strap, and as you do, the thighs are going to press out to the same direction that your arms are going. Shoulder blades a little bit pulled together. And then exhale, release that. Just 2 more to activate here. Last one. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Really easy way to just activate those outer thigh muscles and your outer shoulder muscles too. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's stay here. We're going to do a chair pose. So palms facing up again. As we sit back into chair pose, thighs are going to keep pressing out. Pull the arms out. So same motion that we just did in mountain pose, but now we're in chair. Exhale, we're going to rise up. Relax all of that. Keep going. I'm just going to turn for visuals. We're going to inhale, drop down, pull and spread. Exhale, rise up, relax. 4 more. Halfway there. Last one, we're going to hold it here. Pull on the strap, spread the thighs out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rise up. Relax a little bit, shake out. Find active mountain pose, pulling on strap and spreading out the thighs. 1 full breath. All right, something so simple, very activating. I hope you agree. Let's take the strap back behind you. We're going to head into our series of poses using our strap. So, step your right leg out. The left leg also steps out, but the right foot is facing that short side of the mat. The back foot is parallel to the short side of the mat. And a tongue twister. So we're heading into those kind of warrior 2 triangle series. So you just want your hip bones lined up to the front side of your mat, the long side. All right, strap's gonna come behind you, I don't know, roughly around like bra level. If you're wearing a bra, it might not be. Okay, we're gonna stretch those arms out and bend into the front knee. Find your warrior 2, gaze out to the right. The beauty of incognito video yoga. Wear what you want. Okay, from here, we're going to straighten the front leg. We're going to reach to the sky, palms face one another. Maybe look up. You're sending your heart energy that direction. Exhale, back to warrior 2, gaze out to the right. So that strap gives you that pull from either side. Back up. Back down. Last one before we remain. And tension up that strap to the best of your ability. If you don't have your strap, that's okay too. Just same pose. Pulling from either side. 1 more breath. All right, from here, let's straighten the front leg. We're going to send the left arm down the back leg, and I'm going to cinch it up a little bit, so just grab it a little bit higher. As I start to take the right arm skyward, we're going to bend back into that front knee. So now exalted or extended warrior 2. Everything's a mountain to me, I guess. All right, so bottom hand is kind of pulling down the back leg. Top hand is reaching with that strap tension. 1 more breath, find your ease. Good, we're gonna just extend here, reaching forward. I'm gonna cinch up that front strap a little bit. I'm actually holding it a little closer to my body as I take that front elbow to the thigh. This back hand is gonna start to reach up. You can see how pulling on the bottom strap gives you tension to the top and vice versa. You could look forward, you could look down, or you could look up. Just take the gaze slowly if you're transitioning. One more breath. Good. From here, I'm going to start to straighten that front leg. Extend those arms out again. We have to shift the strap. Arms are long. We're going to head right into triangle pose. So you're going to lengthen forward. Take that front arm down to the front thigh or calf and start to reach the top arm up. So again, that strap can be used for that tension to create power from bottom to top. Just through the toes. We're here for one more breath. Doing great. Bend that front knee. We're back to warrior two. Voila. And from here, straighten the front leg. Take that back hand down the back leg. We're into extended triangle. Bending that front knee just a little bit. See my hyperextender. So I'm going to bend that front knee a little bit. All right. And then we come back to center. Let's heel toe or step that in. Make any little adjustments. Now the strap's back behind you. So we're going to find that active mountain pose. Pull on the strap to the outer sides. Send your thighs the same direction. All right, stand down. Got another side to do. Here we go. Straps back behind you still. Step your left foot out to the left. Your right leg is out to the right. Parallel on this side, pointing on that side. Reach the strap back behind you, create some tension. We're bending in warrior two, gaze to the left. We're going to straighten the front leg, reach to the sky, inhale. Create mountain. This is mountain, this is warrior two. Create warrior two again. Back up, inhale. Back down. One more before we hold. All right, let's hold here in warrior two. Cinch up that strap to get it enough tension so that when you reach back, you're also reaching forward. Gazing to the left. One more breath. Still with me. Great, we'll straighten the front leg. Take the the back hand, right hand down the back leg and start to reach that right arm to the sky. And we're going to bend right in, exalted warrior. So you're still looking to the left. You can always soften those arms too if this is just too much power. You can bend that front elbow a little bit too. One more breath. Good. From here, let's come out. Relax the arms for a moment. Roll the shoulders out. We got an extended side angle here, so extend those arms out. Oh, actually, sorry. Cinch up the bottom one. We're going to bend into that left knee. If you want to grab a little closer to your body, send that forearm down. Start to reach the right arm up. So you could look forward, you could look up, you could look down. Just make the transition smooth, steady, intentional. Pulling on the end of that, either side of that strap. One more breath. We're going to exhale, push back out. Extend those arms, right, ready for triangle pose. So reaching. Make sure you got tension on the strap before you start to send that bottom arm down and the top arm up. I love the strap for this triangle one because it's never one of my favorite poses, but I feel like this makes it doable. Find some ease in your effort. Might that be bending the elbows a little bit, softening your shoulders? Got another breath here if you're still with me. Good, let's bend into that front knee. We're back into warrior two just for a pause. Before we straighten the front leg, take the back hand back down, and now we're extended triangle, looking towards the left. All right, we're back to center. Release. Heel toes, tuck that in. I know it's a lot on either side at one time, isn't it? Send those feet about hip width apart. Holding onto that strap into that active mountain pose. All right, let's keep the strap. We're gonna take a wide leg stance here on the mat. If you can go with heels out a little bit and toes in, great. If that does not feel great on your hips, just keep your feet parallel to the short sides of the mat. I'm gonna take that strap, fingertips facing the back wall, palms are up. If you don't have your strap, just grasp onto your hands. So inhale, open up the shoulders. Okay, we're gonna bend the knees a little bit as we start to hinge forward. You can stop anywhere along that range. If you'd like the arms to come up a little bit higher off your back, you're welcome to. Keep allowing your body to sink if you know that's okay. You'll see my back stays moderately flat here, even though I'm heading forward. I'm going to send my arms a little closer to my backside for the next few breaths, just to find a little more ease. All right, next exhale. Bend those knees. If they're not already, pull on that strap to give you some power to rise back up slowly. Whew. All right, heel toe, hop it in. We got one more strong mountain pose here. Keep that strap back behind you. Pull it out away from the other side. Thighs pressing out, strong mountain. All right, stand down, relax, shake it off. We're gonna let that strap go for the second. Pull those shoulders out. Let's find a goddess pose stance. So, wide leg. We're gonna do goddess pose. Gosh, hyperextension of those knees. We're gonna go goddess pose with eagle arms. So, let's sit down, goddess pose. I'm gonna show that from the side just so you can see. Flattish back, sitting back, not tucked under. All right. Come, float, palms up. We're gonna cross the right arm over the left, and then you can hook those palms or hook the backs of your hands, or you could do a simple crossover. Just show that from the side, you just stay right where you are. You could bring your thumbs so that they're centered right into the space between your eyebrows if you like that, just don't poke yourself in the eye. Or you could start to send your forearms a little bit away from your face, what feels best. Okay, find some ease here. One more full breath. Okay, we're gonna exhale, rise up. Reach the arms out, send them down by your sides. Take a full breath in and out here before we head to the other side. All right, settle down into our goddess pose. Nice strong legs, relax those toes. Arms reaching out, palms up. This time, send the, is it left arm over the right, I believe? Left arm over the right, should feel different. Crossover, or you can do the simple crossover. And decide if you're gonna touch the thumb to the space between the eyebrows, if you like that connection, or you wanna send the forearms a little bit more away from you. And you can do a little rocking side to side. We didn't do that last time, but. Make sure that feels okay on your knees. Come back to center. One more breath. All right, when you're ready, rise back up. Release the arms, span them overhead. Bring them down by your sides. All right, and then we'll heel toe, hop or step in. Shake off any little adjustments, and then pretend that you've got that strap. You're gonna send that energy outward. fingers spread wide. Heart lifting. All right, and stand down, relax. Let's just check. It does get away, doesn't it? All right, let's make our way down to the floor, but we're going to use little flow poses to get there. So if you like your blocks for forward folds, you can place those in front of you if you have them. I'm going to step to the front of your mat, feet about hip width apart. Spread those toes to the best of their ability. Find your 3 points of light, big toe, little toe, heel. Good. Let's send that energy that we had in our mountain pose outward. So we're going outward, outward, outward until we rise up. And maybe you lift to the toes, and maybe you stay grounded. Good. Heels back to ground. We're going to push the air down. Hinge at the hips, coming into that kind of chair pose. Hands to thighs. We're going to pause there. You're going to make your way the rest of the way down, whatever that means to you. That might stay on the thighs or the shins. Halfway up, inhale. We're going to untuck the tailbone, lengthen the back. And when you're ready, we're going to find our way down. So either to plank pose, child's pose, or downward dog. I'm going to head through plank pose just like we started, without the block though. Just a breath or so there before sending up to the toes, back to the heels, downward dog. See if it feels any different than you did it before. Just a breath there, and then we'll find our way down. Open up the knees wide, take your favorite version of child's puppy dog or kneeling. 2 breaths here. All right, slowly, slowly rising back up. Ooh. Let's come into a sitting position with your legs out in front of you. You want your strap, perhaps. And maybe you've got your blocks or pillows or something to help support your legs. I'm going to sit on a blanket just to get my hips up a little high. All right. I always get comments on my feet. I know they're dirty. It's okay. All right. Let's take the right knee and bend it in. And then you'll allow that knee to roll out to the side. Maybe this is where you want your block to catch you. The strap's going to go around your left foot. If you don't have a strap, just same position, forgo the strap. So we're going to sit up tall wherever you might be and maybe start to hinge forward. Relaxing the jaw, the shoulders, the eyes. If you're ready to exit this pose, we'll exhale our way back up. Let the strap go for the moment. We're going to swing that right knee back up. You can keep it on that side where you're about a fist's worth away from that leg, or you can cross it over. I'm going to clear out belly and thigh space. We'll reach the left arm up. On your exhale, wrap it around. Take your right hand to the outside of your right hip or thigh. Again, just no excessive overdoing this rotation here. Create some space from the middle of your collarbones out to the tips of your shoulders. Maybe another breath or two. All right, we'll come back to center. Release your right leg out. Do a little little shake out if you'd like. We're going to prep the other side, so bend your left knee and let that knee roll out, using your block for support if you'd like, and then strapping up that right foot. We'll sit up tall, heel pressing away, toes coming towards you, and if you're ready, we'll start to hinge forward. Find ease in your shoulders, your jaw, your eyes. All right, if you're ready to exit out, we'll exhale our way back up, release the strap, draw the left knee up. Again, you can either keep it on that left side or you may cross it over, clear out the hip and belly space, reach the right arm up. Or wrap it around, take the left hand to the outside of your left hip. Do that gentle rotation. Space from the collarbones out is expansive, that heart space shining. Another breath. If you're ready, we'll be back in the center, release. You can shake those legs out. Our next transition will be onto your back. We'll be there too long before we start to head into our relaxation. So if there's stuff that you want to just have around you and ready for your relaxation, just make sure you're set up. You can keep something under your head if you want. I'm not going to be here too long in terms of where we're heading. All right, settle into your back space. We're going to bring your right knee towards your chest. Take your left leg out. Maybe point and flex or circle that foot. We're going to take the hands now back behind the right thigh. On your inhale, we're going to reach that leg to the sky. Toes are coming towards you. And then exhale, you're going to point the toes, let the knee bend. And like you're bicycling back up again. Last one. Hug it in, one last breath in and out. And let that leg release onto the ground. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Hug it in, one breath. Maybe ankle circles or point and flex. Slip the hands behind that left thigh. On your inhale, you're going to reach that heel to the sky, toes towards you. On your exhale, point the toes, bend the knee. Bicycle back up 2 times. Last time up, let's hold it there. Reach through the heel, up to both heels. Hug that knee in, slow breath in and out. Just get a tiny inversion here. You're going to bend both knees in, reach those heels to the sky. You can hold behind your thighs if you'd like. You can push your hands to the floor. Just a bit of an inversion before we finish up. Bend those knees in. We're going to egg beater it so the hips are making their own circle. Head the other direction if you haven't already. Alright, if there's anything else that your body wants to do before we head to relaxation, you're welcome to do that now. Take about 30 seconds to a minute. That might be windshield wipers, Always one of my favorites. We don't often get this motion in our hips throughout the day, this internal rotation. You can do butterfly, hip stretch. They all feel good. Or if you're just ready to settle into Shavasana or relaxation, you're welcome to go there. Always, you could have your legs up on the furniture if you like that. It's a really nice way to get an inversion. Or just the legs up on a blanket or bolster. Oh, again, they all feel good. All right, take your pick or keep moving if you'd like. It's your practice, always. I will be finding my way into sitting as always. You don't have to join me there. We'll take our Shavasana just for 2 or 3 minutes. And with some mantra, not mantra, but mudra, gratitude and all. All right. So maybe resting into your Shavasana or maybe making your way there if you're not already. I'll take us through that brief guided relaxation. We'll rest for some quiet. You'll hear the bells chime to slowly awaken you. Allowing the eyes to close or keep them open in a steady gaze. Softening the muscles of thinking and planning and worrying as we smooth out the skin of the forehead. Space between the eyebrows becomes broader and softer. Eyes are heavy, head is heavy. To the temples, to the joint of the jaw, to the space between the teeth. Shoulder blades settling, every part of you surrendering to the surface below you. Thoughts are now opportunities. Let go of their storyline as you immediately return your awareness back to wherever you feel the breath moving in and moving out. You have nowhere to be and nothing to do. These next few moments are yours. The breath becoming a bit more conscious, maybe a bit deeper as you fill that belly space, middle space, heart space. And a slow, steady exhale. Mindful movements you probably already began. Fingers, wrists, ankles, head, cat stretch, dog stretch. You can always stay on the floor too. No one will ever know. Right, maybe the knees are to the chest, or maybe you're already in your transition. However, wherever you are, can you pause to recall that intention for the day? How are you going to show up this day? Eventually finding your way to a comfortable sitting position. Give you a little time to get there in case you're not. All right, our mudra for this week is the Lotus Mudra. So again, inside hands are touching, so the length of the pinky all the way to the length of the thumbs, fingers stretched up. You can either connect the thumbs to that heart space again, that centered space, or you can have them lifted away, your choice. Eyes are open or closed, whatever helps you to tune in and tune out. We're going to find that so-hum breath that we found in the very beginning, 4 rounds. On your in-breath, so, fingers reaching, petals lifting and opening. Exhale, hum. An internal sound of your bees. 3 more. Last one, petals rising up, shining into your face. Exhale, we close down to either Namaste hands, palms together, or prayer hands. Anjali Mudra, so many different names for this, or Hijraya, which is right hand over the heart, left hand over that. Bowing to a place within you where you recognize gratitude, to acknowledge at least one more thing in your life to be grateful for today. My list is a rattling list. We'll come to an end. Maybe you want to offer that gratitude out beyond those walls that you're in. Palms coming together and holding on to that gratitude real close, at least for the rest of the day. Let's home together, or silently, or with me, if you'd like. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slow breath into Om. Breathing in and breathing out. Namaste. To the moon, to the sun, to the earth, and to each of you, thank you so much for being here. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording and then we can unmute and chat if you'd like before we part ways.